of yourself maybe as the Minister of Telecom or IT within Lebanon, right? And having created a unicorn and being on the helm of like the tech ecosystem in Lebanon, away from Valley, a place where you wouldn't necessarily see as many case studies. What do you think has to be the recipe in a country that's struggling politically, economically, financially, to foster more Anghamis down the line or in the future?
Uh, I think, the formula isn't that complicated. It's kind of obvious, but companies in our side of the world don't do that, which is invest in people, invest in research and development, invest in doing something that would take time to get a result. It's like, just imagine that you want to plant a tree, to get fruits. You know that you're going to get seeds and that you're going to plant the ground, that you're going to put seeds and then you're going to water it. And you'd expect your tree to give you results within a few years, right? That's what a simple agriculture person would understand, and they build their seeds and trees and maybe a big garden eventually out full of trees. That does not happen within a month or a 3 month or a quarter or a year. They have to wait for a few years to get the results. Now, on the other hand, on investing, a lot of people in the region would want to invest into something that has fast return, right? Maybe do a restaurant because you can build and you can get people coming to eat and you'd get some kind of return that is relatively fast. I believe we and in the Middle East as a whole, in Lebanon specifically, we have people who do not have a lot of opportunities, but we can create opportunities for them if we get them to focus on problems and get them to solve certain hard problems. But once those problems are solved, you can build companies out of them. You can patent stuff. You can create ideas that are different, that are unique. You can grow an idea that goes from Lebanon to the world, not just like Anghami from Lebanon to the Middle East, for instance, right now. Even though if we're going to be growing beyond the Middle East, but today it's been in the Middle East. Whereby if we had created an idea that is totally new, maybe would be able to grow it, in the US and in Europe and whatever, and also in the Middle East. But to do that, you need to focus. You need to build that garden that will take few years of work, and we have that. It's the youth. It's the people that we've built Anghami with, because Anghami, 90% of the people that built Anghami came straight from university.
Mm.
Straight from university. Remember, I mean, when we
Wow.
were building Anghami, we could not recruit people out of Facebook or Google or whatever company in the region. We recruited them from universities. We taught them. We inspired them. We challenged them. And they grew. And they provided us return. It took a few years, right? It took a few years. But if we simply would do mini Anghamis focused on solving problems across different criteria, not just tech, right? There will be a lot that can be solved because we do have the talent, the raw talent, but they need guidance. The point is, if we, there are a lot of Lebanese that would love to help Lebanon, that are in the diaspora that would love to help Lebanon. We just need them to help Lebanon by mentoring, by setting up a few key problems that would be great to be solved and helping helping pool of talent to actually work on trying to solve a few of those problems. Even if we solve one of 10 problems, that's still a big company. That's still something that we'd be proud of. And again, at the current point, I know that the only thing that we still have in Lebanon is till now, and unfortunately it's going to go away in a few years if we don't maintain it, which is education
Mhm.
and our universities. And we need to really act fast into saving them. and to keep investing in the talent. So that's why, for instance, even though Anghami is moving the HQ to Abu Dhabi, our main HQ is moving to Abu Dhabi, we're keeping an office in Beirut and we're recruiting people in Beirut. And we're going to keep growing people in Beirut and growing talent because we believe we have a duty to make sure that we keep having the raw talent and helping that talent. And eventually, you know, talent from Anghami has made it to Apple, to Facebook, to Google, to Snapchat, to Amazon, Delivery Hero, LinkedIn. I
Shopify.
mean, we've yeah, I mean, we've Spotify. Yeah, I mean, there
Oh,
are
I
people over
meant
there.
Shopify, not Spotify, but yes, as well.
Shopify, yes, and Spotify.
And
So we
Spotify.
do have, and Deezer, and you know, and Apple. I mean, we've had people all over, and that is part of the exports, right?
Hmm.
Unfortunately, Lebanon has exported people since the beginning of the ages, and it's still gonna go. I mean, if we give them more reason of creating something that will grow, that will make sense. This is why people that are now in Anghami are still in Anghami because they're proud that they're creating something and they're actually at the forefront of also innovating and at the forefront of the region simply because you know we didn't have much, we didn't have a lot of money, we just had talent, we had motivation, perseverance, and and a lot of grit.